In Destiny 1, the last word was pretty overpowered. When it came to trials, it was either this or the Thorn. You were either using last word, spraying people down, or you were using Thorn, 2-tapping, and waiting for people to burn out. Destiny 2 comes along, they bring back the gun, 8-second body shot, TTK, 0.8 seconds, and it was easy to use even for the lower skill players. And if you were a new light player and you're like, oh, what's this, last word, you could bring it over into Crucible and immediately do well with it. It wasn't very hard. But now that we're getting this new season 10 patch, it's not going to be as easy because they're definitely hitting it really hard with nerfs. It's basically getting nerfed into the ground. Range is going to get decreased, ADS stability is going to get just completely obliterated, and you won't be able to pair that with a sniper and just expect to do well 100% of the time. You will be able to use it still, it'll be good, but it just won't be as good as it used to be. So yeah, we're going to talk about a weapon to replace it, things you can pair it with, god rolls, and where you can get it, how to get it, and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. Beep, boop, beep, beep. Now, these nerfs to the last word can be a problem, and every problem does have a solution 90% of the time, and that solution for this specific problem is Drang. And now, I know what you might be thinking to yourself, is this a joke, or has Joey just lost his mind? Did he lose his marbles somewhere? And the answer to one of those questions is no. But before you start judging me, this god roll for Drang is super easy to farm. You just go into the menagerie, and what you'll need is to do your chalice up with a rune of pride for sidearms, any purple rune for Drang, and any green rune for the ranged masterwork. Now, when you're in the menagerie, the fastest way to farm these would be on heavyweight days, because you can go in with one of those superpower heavies or super powerful heavies what do we have? Thousand Voices, Wendigo, Xenophage, and really anything that's gonna get you through it quickly. Izanagi's, I'm sorry, but Darcy, all of those 10-15 minutes runs without a heavyweight, you should be able to get through it super quick. So what is a god roll, you may be asking? Let's get to the good stuff. Looking for a last word replacement sounds like a really daunting task, but here's the skinny. The roll you're looking for is, for the barrel on Drang, you want it to be extended barrel, hammer forged, or full bore. We want more range. Magazine, you want high caliber, ricochet, or light mag. Again, say it with me. We want range. For perk 1, you're going to want that full auto, because it gives you a faster fire rate, which means higher DPS, which is always super nice, and allows you to focus on tracking your target a little bit easier, like you would have with the last word, instead of worrying about, oh, I got to pull the trigger again, oh, I got to aim too, and all this other stuff. You can just focus, pew 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 pew, good to go. For perk 2, Rampage, Swashbuckler, and Zen Moment are all three going to be great choices. This one is up to your personal preference. If you're a punchy boy, Swashbuckler. You want consistency for taking out shotgun apes? Zen Moment for sure. Are you a basic bitch like me? Then you want to use Rampage just to keep the damage at a maximum at all times. Now, this god roll does have pretty similar stats to the last word that we have right now. Some are even better. It just depends on the perk combinations that you manage to get. It does have a lower recoil pattern, so you will be able to control it just a little bit more. It's more accurate while you're aiming down sights, because you're not boom, 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 bouncing back while you fire the weapon. And it is definitely more consistent within its optimal range. If you're standing within that optimal range, which would be your 15-meter short range, you would get a headshot of 51 and a body shot of 39, which would put you at a 0.8 headshot TTK and a 1 second body shot TTK, which is extremely close to what we have with the last word right now. If you're going for max optimal range, though, if you can't seem to get that close range game down, 20 meters is pretty decent. You get a headshot value of 50 and a body shot value of 35. And at that medium to kind of longish range, we're looking at a headshot value of 40 and a body shot value of 29. It does fire faster than the last word, 300 RPM versus 225 RPM, and especially if you get full auto on that. So you get more shots in, DPS, and in magazine, which is dope. Same amount of time, and it's more forgiving as far as, getting the shots down. And if you're aiming for the head and they're jumping around as hunters do, or if you're trying to catch down a floaty boy out of the air, you'll be able to track your targets a lot better with that higher RPM on the Drang here. Now, I know that all of this is a little bit hard to believe. A sidearm replacing one of the most powerful hand cannons in the game that consistently puts up numbers. I mean, the last word putting up Kobe stats, and we just have not seen a weapon. I mean, I wouldn't say that we haven't seen a weapon like that. It's just that it doesn't come by very frequently, especially when you have a sleeper like the Drang. Now, it's good when it's used with SIDEARM, no doubt, but when you use it by itself, pair it with, I don't know, Revoker, pair it with a shotgun, anything that you can think of that you like to use in your primary slot, go for it, because this weapon will provide that extra little bit of padding that you would want in a secondary weapon. It's consistent. It hits great numbers at range. It hits great numbers at optimal range. It's just overall something that I think that could really be a force to be reckoned with, especially when Trials is right around the corner. I can see all types of people, Astacross, Dado, the whole nine, just throwing together insane builds that are gonna have this weapon in it. And if not, color me shocked, because I have had nothing but good experiences with this weapon as far as the damage dealt and how many times I've survived gunfights that I definitely should have lost. But using this weapon has definitely given me the upper hand. Grab one for yourself. If you don't believe me, hell, I don't even believe me, but go in, check it out for yourself. Just grind out a role that you're comfortable with. But if you're wanting optimal, like just to be able to deal as much damage as possible and get out quick, go for that full auto rampage roll. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. But anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. Follow me over on Twitch. I'll have links down in the description below. And if you guys have any other further questions about this, or if you try it out and you really like it, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. But anyway, without further ado, I'm signing out. Peace.